Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning, nerds. How are you today? I had some computer issues. Thankfully, thanks to you guys, it's not going to be much longer. The parts are ordered. My rig is being built. Very excited and relieved. Just absolutely relieved. So thank you so much, guys. Happy Fantastic Four Day to all who celebrate. I will be going almost immediately after the stream. I might have just enough time to upload the clips so I can get yelled at on TikTok by children. That's always my favorite part of the day. But before we go any further, got a couple announcements. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and ring the notification bell so you get notified when I'm back with more of this nerdy nonsense, including the stuff I'm going to announce right now. That's right. Tomorrow, we're going to have a daily dose of Dork first. You're going to get a double dose of Dorks. I will be joined by the ever lovely and fun Dreaming Tabitha. We are going to give you our non-spoiler review of Fantastic Four First Steps, and very, very excited for that. Also, I spoke with showrunner, writer, director, filmmaker Aaron B. Kuntz, who is the executive producer for a little show on the Sci-Fi Channel called Revival. I know I've mentioned this show before, especially on the socials. Huge fan. I love this show. You guys know how much I love like 90s to early aughts Sci-Fi Channel stuff. And this is it, man. This is very reminiscent of those kind of shows. Absolutely love it. Definitely check it out. We will be talking to him in a couple weeks. We're going to sit down together on August 15th. He is at SDCC as we speak. So he's got a lot going on. Yeah. But we're going to talk to him on the 15th. Very excited for that. Also, I'm scheduling appointments for my new prosthetic leg, which not my favorite thing to do ever. But I'm either going to be there the end of August or the end of September. But as soon as I know, I will let you know. And that will be me taking my week off from the channel as I do every few months. But it's time to yell good morning at everyone. Good morning, nerdling deranged lunatic. Good morning, objective from Krypton. Good morning, contributing producer Nerdling First Class Keynote Reviews. Good morning, Pei. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, I was almost super late because, first of all, I set up like 3 streams today and made the thumbnails and everything. So I accidentally was sitting in the wrong studio. Almost went live with my Fantastic Four review that I haven't even seen Fantastic Four yet. And then my computer decided to be a turd. So there's that. Good morning, Nerdling First Class Backyard TARDIS, my Red 5 brother. And good morning, Jaden Bird. Good morning. Sorry, I noticed a little something under my fingernail, and that grosses me out. My mother used to say there are 40,000 germs under each clean fingernail. Imagine how many are under your dirty nails. So I try to take care of that nonsense. There we go. I feel better about life. All right, nerds. Let us dive in to some headlines. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. First, we have this first look at Iman Esfandi as Ezra Bridger on Ahsoka Season 2. I have to say, I absolutely love how much Iman loves being Ezra Bridger. It's absolutely adorable. This guy is so in love with his character and being in Star Wars. It just makes me happy to see. I mean, however you feel about the quality of Star Wars, seeing other people's joy for it just makes me happy. Everyone needs a little joy, right? Everyone needs some joy. So there's that. He looks good. He looks like Ezra. He entirely looks like Ezra to me. Uh-oh, I'm already getting TikTok comments. Man, these kids on TikTok absolutely hate me. I gotta tell you guys something funny. Yesterday, or the day before, I'd posted a clip like I always do. I post little shorts and clips from the live show and put it on different social media platforms. And these TikTok kids hate me, but I posted this clip of me reading that Variety article with the direct quotes from James Gunn. And I'm telling you, I got so many vile, horrible, grotesque, and vicious comments calling me a liar that I don't know what I'm talking about. And, you know, microphones should be made more expensive because I'm just a damn dirty liar. And I'm like, this is a direct quote from James Gunn. This is a Variety article. Take your arguments up with them. Thank you. Oh, God love him. Someone's got it. Good morning, Loki. Should have kept the beard. That'd be nice. Okay. He looked good in the beard, I gotta say. But yeah, I think he looks like Ezra. And he loves it. He absolutely loves it. Good for him for loving it. All four, I thought there were going to be more than this, but all 4 episodes from Wakanda Forever, or I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. What on earth? All 4 episodes of Eyes of Wakanda will release on Disney Plus on August 1st. Each episode will be 30 minutes long, so 2 hours of content, all dropped on August 1st. The Black Panther spinoff series, Eyes of Wakanda. Any excitement for that? For the Eyes of Wakanda series? Buenos dias, Fernando. Good to see you. Anyone excited for Eyes of Wakanda? I love the Black Panther movies. I do. I like Black Panther comics. I like Achebe. Achebe is just one of the best comic book villains. He's really awesome. He really is. He's like a really batshit crazy Bond villain. But yeah, only 4 episodes. There's only 4 episodes. Only 30 minutes apiece. So, 2 hours of content. And it's all dropped the same day. Not excited, and I'm excited. There we go. So I'm surprised that it's only 4 episodes. I thought it was going to be more. And I'm also surprised that they're only 30 minutes apiece. Backyard Artist. Is that the White Black Panther show, or is that later? That's later, starring Ryan Gosling. No, he's Ghost Rider. But yeah, 4 episodes of Eyes of Wakanda, 30 minutes apiece, dropping entirely on Disney Plus on August 1st. Jaden Bird says, definitely mid. 50-50. I'm kind of, I like Black Panther stuff. I like the Wakanda stuff. So, but still, I'm like, do I want to renew my Disney Plus account just yet for that? Probably not. I'm probably not going to spend that kind of money for a monthly service for 2 hours of content. Probably not. Fernando says, I still think T'Challa should have been recast in Wakanda Forever. I didn't mind it. I liked Wakanda Forever. And, Shuri did become Black Panther temporarily. So I think as long as they follow that story and it's temporary and they move on, to young T'Challa or recast T'Challa, then somehow I think it'd be good. Asked, good morning. Only excited about Waller because I like Viola Davis as an actress, but I'm curious about Paradise Lost 2. Might skip stuff such as Booster Gold. Oh, you shouldn't. Booster Gold is amazing. It's going to be so good. That Jimmy Olsen show because I'm also watching Marvel stuff from Disney. So yeah, got to pick what to watch. Fair enough. But I'm telling you, missed opportunity if you miss out on Booster Gold. I've been saying for years that that's a series that practically writes itself. I mean, so good. I'm going to start wearing a foil hat because I really feel like James Gunn stole my idea. Anyway, moving on. We got first looks at He-Man's Sword from the Masters of the Universe movie coming out. This is at SDCC, and I've got the schedule pulled up here somewhere. Yes. Is that? No, that's not it. What'd I do with it? Uh-oh. I'll find it. But I do have that schedule for you guys. Anywho, here we go. There's this. And yes, I know there's a font teaser keynote. I got to scroll to it. These stupid things are never in order. Never in order. Here we go. Here's your title for Masters of the Universe. We should be getting a teaser before too long. Definitely before the end of the year. Shut up. You shut your dirty mouth right now. Are you serious? Looking this up right now. We just lost Ozzy Osbourne. Mm, 2 minutes ago? Someone else was saying they were disputing. Oh my God. He is. Oh my God. This is absolutely insane. We lost Ozzy and now Hulk Hogan. Hold on. I'm going to remove this. And this is insane, guys. Breaking news. Hulk Hogan has just passed away at the age of 71 from a heart attack. Oh my gosh. I have to tell people. We're telling the people. My childhood has just died this week. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Hulk Hogan. This is absolutely insane. Everyone from the 80s is just kicking the bucket this week. Okay, so it says wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died at 71 years old. TMZ Sports has learned. Medics were dispatched to the 71-year-old WWE legend's Clearwater, Florida home early Thursday morning, with operators stating it was regarding cardiac arrest. We're told a slew of police cars and EMTs were parked outside Hogan's home. The icon was carried on a stretcher and into an ambulance. Just a few weeks ago, Hogan's wife, Sky, denied rumors he was in a coma, stating his heart was strong as he recovered from surgeries. We broke the story last month. There were rumblings Hogan was on his deathbed, but we were told that he was just dealing with the symptoms of a neck procedure that he underwent in May. Story is still developing. Rest in peace. My God. I have to tell my daughter, Hulk Hogan just died. My God, she cosplayed him for Halloween one year. It was genius. This is absolutely so sad. So sad. Hug a Gen X kid today because we are not doing well. This is devastating. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, and Hulk Hogan all died within days of each other. This is crazy. But yeah, who's next, Mr. T? Man, keep an eye on Mr. T. Keep an eye on that man. Well, he's joined his brother, Macho Man Randy Savage. Wow. Wow. This is some Final Destination stuff. I mean, seriously. Seriously, I lost Tina Turner like last year, and I didn't think I was going to recover from that. Now, Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and Hulk Hogan, like someone put Punky Brewster in a safe house. Like, keep an eye on her. I don't think I could take it. Keep an eye on Ann Wilson and Nancy Wilson of Heart. This is devastating. My gosh. My daughter Amelia says she will carry his legacy. That's good to know. I really need to find those pictures of her as Hulk Hogan and post them because they're seriously incredible. She looks amazing. She does the whole incredible. Wow. So sad. So sad. Lots of love and prayers to his family, extended family, friends. This is the loss of an absolute legend. A personality that, I mean, defined the 80s. You can't think or talk about the 80s without mentioning Hulk Hogan at some point. Just ridiculous. Wow. Thank you for that heads up, Loki. So sad. So sad. Yeah, hoping for his family, praying for his family. This is just devastating news. Wow. Did not see this coming. Did not see this coming. Oh my goodness. Is everyone okay? Do we need a moment? Here's a hug. There you go. There you go. And gave you a hug. Crazy, crazy news. Crazy news. Oh. Well, let's get back to it as best as we can, guys. Oh. Just the worst. Man, how do you just jump back in it? Man. Well, all my love to everyone in the chat who is struggling with this news because it just sucks. Loki is CNN. Good job, Loki. But all my love to you guys who this hits pretty hard. All my Hulk Hogan fans out there, Hulkamaniacs. I was definitely a Hulkamaniac as a child. This is crazy. I watched wrestling every Sunday morning with my dad and my brother, and we would wrestle with my dad. I was a big Hulk Hogan fan. Miss Elizabeth, I loved Miss Elizabeth. And how could you not love Macho Man Randy Savage? So they're all together. My goodness. Do you guys want to see this location leak? I know. And tonight's preview night for Fantastic Four. Wrestling is a lot of fun, and it doesn't get the credit it deserves for the production and writing. It's what you gonna do, brother? That was my impression. When the Hulkamaniac comes for you. Wow. So, sorry. This is all right. Here we have filming a beard. He's got the official costume on. Looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I like John Barenthal as the Punisher. I know Dave has his issues with John Barenthal, um, but he's one of the best Punishers. In my opinion, Ray Stevenson is my top Punisher. Just science, okay? I don't make the rules. Just a law-abiding citizen. But John Barenthal is he's one of the best castings they've done. So, interested to see what they do with this. Hopefully it's better than season 1 of Daredevil Born Again. We've already talked that. Okay, so Zach Kreger from Barbarian is reportedly intending to pitch a Joker and Harley Quinn movie to DC. And I've got a little blurb here of him talking about it. Let me see what the article says. First, get this nice and evened up for you guys. There you go. So, new report reveals how James Gunn's Joker may get introduced. The DCU's version of Joker might be arriving sooner rather than later, according to a new report. A new report might have revealed how the DCU's Joker will be introduced, and it's exciting. Batman's infamous villain, Joker, has been portrayed numerous times in live action, with the most recent portrayal coming from Joaquin Phoenix's version of the character in Joker Folie à Deux. That was not the Joker, and I'm really sick and tired of people calling him the Joker from the comics. He's just not. He's just not. And that movie was awful. Just hard to watch. While the movie is set on a different Elseworlds Earth, you can say that, the anticipation for a new version of Joker under James Gunn and Peter Safran's rebooted DC universe is high. After Superman established the DCU as a full-fledged world with existing heroes and villains, it seems that it is only a matter of time before the clown prince of crime arrives on the scene, especially after Creature Commandos confirmed that Batman has a consistent presence in Gotham City already. Now, an exciting update about Joker's future has emerged online. Daniel Reitman shared a new report about Joker and Harley Quinn's future in the DCU, claiming that the script of Barbarian and Weapons director Zach Kreger, which he intends to pitch to DC Studios, is Joker and Harley Quinn team-up movie. Kreger is also the writer of the upcoming Resident Evil reboot film. It is unknown whether Margot Robbie would reprise her role as Harley Quinn in the potential movie, but this is an exciting development for the DCU, especially as Joker has never headlined his own solo or team-up movie in live action. Speaking of Batman, DC Studios is currently developing a Brave and the Bold project, which James Gunn never talks about. The movie will introduce DCU's version of Batman alongside his son Damian Wayne as Robin. However, Gunn might have previously teased that Batman may arrive before Brave and Bold, considering he played coy when asked if The Dark Knight would arrive sooner than that by simply saying, "I'm not going to say that." While Zach Kreger has yet to submit his pitch for Joker and Harley Quinn movie, the only way it could be greenlit under James Gunn's standards is if it has a great script. Based on Kreger's track record in the world of horror and thriller projects, it seems that the likelihood is high. If Joker and Harley Quinn movie is fast-tracked into development, it would join Clayface and another movie that was not originally part of DC Studios' 10-year plan. It is unknown how a Joker and Harley Quinn movie would stand out, but one way for it to work in the DCU is to ignore the usual origin stories and go straight to the action in an established world of heroes and villains, similar to how James Gunn's Superman did it. By the time a Joker and Harley Quinn team-up movie is potentially greenlit, it's possible that Batman might have already arrived on screen, paving the way for the hero to make an appearance or even have a supporting role. Doing this would make the project unique because it would use Joker and Harley Quinn's perspective while they are presumably being tracked down by Batman. Entering these two villains' horrible minds would be a fun twist, making the story even more compelling. All right, let's check out what Zach Cregger has to say himself. And
franchise that I can't talk about. And then there's a script I wrote before Barbarian that takes place in Gotham City, and I actually love. I think that's my favorite thing I've ever written, believe it or not.
Wow,
so I don't know what's
awesome.
going to happen with that. I have nobody from Warner Brothers or DC. I have not talked to anybody about it. I hope to one day.
If I don't have to cut that out that you've said that, and maybe we can just get enough fan reaction,
sure,
get them going. We can get it to bring it to fruition.
But that would be amazing. That'd be amazing. Now, franchise that I can't talk about, and then there's a script I wrote before
I guarantee you it's on Gun's radar now, comicbook.com. Put it out there. It's being shared around. He's a pretty good writer. And apparently the script is already written. So all he has to do is get a meeting with the Gun. Asked. Many Resident Evil fans are skeptical about his Resident Evil movie because it's not a faithful adaptation. I would have liked to see Resident Evil 7, but let's see how it goes with that. He seems to be a good horror director, by the way. Enjoyed Joker 2, but I would have preferred to keep it a solo movie. Sometimes films don't need sequels. Precisely. And that sequel was trash. It was trash because he didn't want to make another Joker. He didn't want to make that movie, and they made him do it anyway. So he's like, oh yeah? And he flat out said that he was flipping a middle finger to the studio and the fans. Todd Phillips was done with it. So, very interested in this. Very interested. I'd love to see a Joker and Harley Quinn team up with Batman involved. I'd like to see that. Loki says Birds of Prey made no money. Joker 2 made no money. Audiences already said they don't want this. They want Batman fighting these villains, not just the villains. Fair enough. I definitely want to see Batman in it. That's for sure. Jaden says Bill Skarsgård as DCU Joker. Excellent. That's a great fan cast. Make it happen, Gun. Let's make that happen. Awesome. If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Zach Cregger's intent to pitch a Harley Quinn and Joker team-up movie to DCU, leave it in the chat below. We're going to move on. So, Real Anarchy posted this today, and I looked it up to confirm that he's absolutely correct. I'm looking for my back scratcher and I can't find it. We're just going to use my hair stick. Ow, I just stabbed myself. No worries. I'm fine. I'm just bleeding to death right now. So as you guys know, the official Peacemaker podcast was supposed to drop today, and they were going to do an episode by episode rewatch of season 1 leading up to the premiere of season 2 of Peacemaker. Well, Peacemaker episode 1 has been removed. Boom. And I went and looked it up on Spotify, and I'm going to show you guys what I found, because it's interesting. It is very interesting. Let's see. Here we go. So here's my Spotify. And as you can see, I've typed in Peacemaker, the official podcast. This is an episode titled Peacemaker, the official podcast, but the podcast is DC Studios Showcase, the official podcast. Okay. Artists, albums, playlists, Peacemaker official playlist, Peacemaker official playlist. Got 2 of them here. Soundtrack. It's all soundtracks. Podcasts. No Peacemaker. We have DC Studios Showcase, the official podcast. No Peacemaker. Episodes. You have the Podly Peacemaker podcast from 3 years ago. And an episode of the DC Studios Showcase, Peacemaker, the official podcast. But the podcast is gone. It's not there. What happened? Where's it at? Where did it go? What's going on, guys? How is this possible? What's happening, James Gunn? Where's the Peacemaker official podcast? It's supposed to drop today. Has anyone heard anything about this? I haven't heard anything at all. Let's see if we can Google it. Let's see. Why isn't the Peacemaker podcast up yet? And of course, my computer's struggling. Your days are numbered, mini beast. Your days are numbered. This is crazy. This is from the Google AI. This is its response. The Peacemaker podcast with James Gunn, Jennifer Holland, and Steve Agee is not out yet because it's scheduled to release after the premiere of the movie Superman. Duh. Season 2 of Peacemaker series. See? No response. No response. What the heck, man? Where's it at? Where's it at? Backyard Chartist, you just misunderstood Gunn. When he said he was going to do a Peacemaker podcast, he didn't mean he was going to release it to the public. Good morning, Dreaming Tabitha. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, 11:30 a.m. your time, madam. Good morning, Monkey Jeebus. And yes, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. It's just incredibly sad news. Shocking, sad news. It's also shocking that James Gunn said the official Peacemaker podcast was dropping today, and it is not there at all. It's gone. And I'm just waiting for the tweet from James Gunn saying, "You misunderstood me. That's not what I meant. You completely misunderstood me. So sorry." So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Like, there's not even, it's not that the episode isn't there, it's the entire podcast isn't there. The entire podcast is not there. Not there. Good morning, Scuff Scuttlebutt podcast. I almost said Podfather. Maybe they renamed it to Toilet Seat Helmeted Guy Podcast. Again, maybe we just misunderstood the gun. Very curious about it. I will definitely keep my ear to the ground on what's going on with it and let you nerds know, because This is kind of a big oopsie. This is a really big oopsie doopsie. There's no podcast. None. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. Okie dokie. Let's get back to it, shall we? I don't know where that voice came from, but you're welcome. Lord. So strange. Okay. So we've got corn sweatsuit. If you were interested in that. Also, Gorilla Grodd will reportedly be introduced in the Jimmy Olsen Unsolved Mystery Series. I'm not going to stop calling it the Unsolved Mystery Series. Unsolved DC Mysteries. Unsolved Metropolis Mysteries. I don't know. Jimmy Olsen's Unsolved Mysteries. Here we go. That's it. Superman crosses the 250 million mark, ready to beat Man of Steel's entire run at the US box office on Sunday. Super 10.1 million over The Dark Knight on number 2 biggest second Tuesday discount day in DC history. Just 40% drop from last Tuesday. Biggest second Tuesday of 2025, beating Lilo and Stitch's 8.5 million. Biggest second Tuesday ever for any film featuring Supes, beating Man of Steel's 5.2 million. Superman hits 253.2 cumulative in the US. It will beat Man of Steel's 291 million run on Sunday, when it could also hit 300 million mark already, depending on weekend hold against the Fantastic Four. So it's got this list here for your viewing pleasure. Good morning, Jalen. Kneel before Grodd. So it's eyeing a 370 million to 405 million run in the US. And I don't care what those kids on TikTok say. James Gunn said himself, the movie is struggling internationally. So do not get mad at me for just reporting the news. Even James Gunn himself has said that he feels it is struggling internationally because of anti-American sentiment abroad. Those are James Gunn's words, not mine. I'm repeating them. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Open the schools. Y'all kids is dumb. Scarab Scuttlebutt podcast. I'd like to publicly apologize. I predicted that it would make 640 million, but it seems like it's 200 million short. I was wrong. Actually, it's done like 500 million worldwide at this point, right? Is that accurate? Let's see. Maria says, Superman is beating Man of Steel. Snyder Bros are all going to need hugs. Let's see. What is Superman's current global box office number? Oh, global box office is 406.8 million. So 236 million from North America and 171 million internationally. So 406.8 million at the global box office currently. I don't think Roe is sad either. Yours says 432. Does it say on this tweet here? Did it say that there? I think this is all domestic. Yep. In the US. Okay, this is domestic. So what I just pulled up says 406.8 million global. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Kino has this number, 426,275,766 dinero. We're about to see how it holds up against Fantastic Four. I will report back tomorrow morning what I think about it when I go see it after the stream. All right, guys. Let me pull up. Let me find. Let's see. SDCC Hall H schedule. All right. I've got it. Let's talk some Hall H real quick, because as you know, San Diego Comic-Con kicked off today. Today. And is it just me? Or is there a lack of hype for SDCC this year? I feel like people just aren't as excited for SDCC as they normally are. Good morning, Trent. Good morning, my friend. We're about to talk the DCU slate. I'm just doing a Hall H schedule really fast. Row and 42 cents. But I feel like there's just not as much hype for SDCC this year as there normally is. Good morning, Dom. See, he forgot it was even happening. It's not just me. Because there's no Marvel or DC. There are some DC. They should live stream Hall H. Or at least something. Instead of, let me get this programming schedule. You're right. It's Peacemaker season 2. But that doesn't mean they won't announce something or sneak something in there. So we've got your schedule here right now. It's the they're still doing the Power Drawing Red Sonja. And then you've got Yu Yu Hakusho with Sherlock Hound, Bleach, Gotcha Man. I vote move something huge to St. Louis so I can attend to it. So that stupid Halloween and special effects trade show, that was just trash. There could be a Supergirl teaser. I'm telling you, don't dismiss it. But yeah, there's total lack of hype for SDCC. Let's see. I had it on the right area when I had it pulled up earlier. The first Hall H, I believe, is Percy Jackson. If I can get to it. Wow, this is so much. Look at all this. This is just at noon. Like, we're only to noon. So much stuff. I'm pretty sure I would be absolutely overwhelmed and terrified if I went to SDCC. I'd have to take like a scooter or something. Okay, we got some One Piece stuff. 12:30 today for One Piece fans. Comic-Con Museum. Drawing Scott Snyder and Josh Williamson. Comics Your Way. Good grief. Well, what drives me crazy is that it doesn't give you a way to just like look for Hall H stuff. It just wants you to scroll. Eternally scroll. I mean, look at all of this. This is insane. This is a lot of stuff. This feels a little, dare I say, bloated. Like, how could you possibly do all of this stuff? Oh, Comixology is going to be there. I know those dudes. What's up, guys? This feels like, how can you possibly make heads or tails of this and do everything? So hide when worlds. Okay, so the new Johnny Depp thing, new graphic novel, looks like they're going to be at Hall H, and that is today at 1:30 Pacific time. Marvel Comics X-Men room 6A at 1:45. This is all Pacific time because they're in San Diego. It's the Pacific time zone row. Scare of Scuttlebutt podcast. And did we forget that this will be George Lucas's first appearance at a comic book convention? I thought he was like Mexican George Lucas. George Lucas, his Hispanic cousin, his Mexican cousin. See, this is crazy. We're not even through today. We're just a couple hours into today. There's so much stuff. And it's not giving, I thought it gave me the option to just look at the Hall H schedule, but I'm not even sure. Let's see. How about I just do this? When will DC use panel at Hall H begin? I don't know. I have no idea. And again, my computer is just like, I know you're replacing me, bitch. I know you're going to do it. Yeah, but when are they at Hall H? Like, what the actual F? Okay, so Thursday, you have Avatar: The Last Airbender at 1 p.m. Eastern. Percy Jackson, The Olympians at 2 p.m. Eastern. You've got Twisted Metal at 6 p.m. Eastern. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Toxic Avenger has a panel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And Comedy Central Adult Animation South Park Beavis and Butthead Digman at 9:45 Eastern. Then Friday, we have Resident Alien Season 4 at 1 p.m. Eastern. Outlander at 1 p.m. Eastern. Outlander Blood of My Blood at 2 p.m. Eastern. Upload, that's back. Upload at 2:15. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon at 3:15. Rick and Morty Season 8, 4 p.m. Eastern. Alien Earth, 4:25. Solar Opposites at 6 p.m. Eastern. Gen V Season 2, 6:45. King of the Hill, 7 p.m. Dexter Resurrection, 8 p.m. Predator Badlands, 7:15 p.m. Tron Ares at 8:30. Saturday, Bob's Burgers at 1 p.m. Coyote versus Acme at 1 p.m. Futurama, 2 p.m. Abbott Elementary. Why is Abbott Elementary at Comic-Con? When? It's boring. It's so boring. Project Hail Mary, 5 p.m. Paradise, 4:45 p.m. Star Trek Universe, hey, 3:30 p.m. Anne Rice's Immortal Universe. They've trashed her stories. 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, we have George Lucas. And I have not, here we go. Peacemaker is on Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So there you have it. Not a whole lot of stuff to be super hyped about. And again, why the F is Abbott Elementary at San Diego Comic-Con? So many questions. So many questions. Anywho, you can find this. I found this on gamesradar.com. So there you go. Jalen, exactly. Gen V, Percy Jackson, Peacemaker 2 got my attention. Everything else was trash. Except Star Trek. I'm down for Star Trek. Again, I want to know why Abbott Elementary is at San Diego Comic-Con. So many questions about that one. So many questions. All right, guys. Let's drop this one. Let's get to our main topic. I found a couple things about it. Here we go. This is what I want. This is what I want. I found it. I found it. So we're going to remove this and add this. Here we go. Okay, so remember 3 years ago, James Gunn gave his DCU slate. He gave his slate, right? And only a couple things have come to fruition off of that so far. One of the biggest things I was excited about for this was Booster Gold. Huge Booster Gold fan. I love Booster Gold. Michael John Carter. He is hilarious. He's a total douche. He is a former football player. You know, like he was famous. He was fantastic at it, and he got hurt, couldn't play anymore, and he ends up becoming a janitor. But he dreams of correcting everything and becoming famous again. And he's working at like the Justice League Museum, and he realizes, you know, all I got to do is grab Captain Rip's time device and a couple other things, and I can go back in time to like the Justice League heyday and become a famous superhero. So he takes this little robot named Skeets, and he goes back in time as a superhero. But guess what? Still a loser. Nobody remembers him. One of the best, if you're not familiar with Booster Gold, the best introduction is probably Justice League Unlimited, episode 7, The Greatest Story Never Told. 100% Booster Gold. So good. I also have a breakdown about him on the channel, so check that out if you're interested. So we've added a new show, and Booster Gold has officially gone into development with a pilot order from our Flag Means Death creator, David Jenkins. The new series, which was included in Gunn's initial DCU slate announcement in January 2023, is now moving forward with a pilot. If it were to be picked up for a full series order, Jenkins would also run the show. Max is progressing with Booster Gold TV series. This is from Deadline. Death creator David Jenkins to write the pilot. If it takes a series, he will run it. Coming out, the landmark Emmy nomination for The Penguin, Booster Gold could become one of Warner Discovery's next big DC Comics TV adaptations. Created by Dan Jurgens, the protagonist, real name Michael John Booster Carter, is a member of the Justice League born in Gotham City who attends university on a football scholarship. He's expelled. That's it. He was expelled for gambling. He was betting on himself. He was expelled for gambling and becomes a superhero, although continues to irritate others with his obsession for fame and wealth. His nickname came via Ronald Reagan after he saved the former president of the United States. DC Studios bosses James Gunn and Peter Safran revealed the development on a huge slate more than 2 years back that kicked off the new DC universe, featuring the likes of Wonder Woman reboot and Paradise Lost. At that point, they said the fan favorite would use basic technology from the future to pretend to be a superhero in present day, but progress has been slow. The DC bosses were reportedly recently saying the project had lost its initial showrunner. They also scotched rumors for the time being that Kumail Nanjiani would play Booster. Thank you. I like Kumail Nanjiani, but he is not right for Booster Gold. Booster Gold is taken to series. HBO Max will resume a relationship with Jenkins, whose quirky pirate rom-com Our Flag Means Death was axed after 2 seasons in January 2024, subsequently failing to find another home. At the time of cancellation, Jenkins said the comedy starring Taika Waititi and Rhys Darby had come to a premature end, while praising HBO boss Casey Blows and his team for being incredible champions of the show. Jenkins is also the creator of TBS sci-fi series People of Earth. The news drops just in time for SDCC, where DC TV properties will be a talking point. HBO Max is meanwhile celebrating the success of The Penguin, which nearly hit a record comic book Emmy nomination figure last week as it scooped 24, including for limited anthology series and for leads Colin Farrell and Kristen Milioti. Last month, it was reported that Gunn is considering TV spinoffs for Superman characters like Eddie Gathiegi's Mr. Terrific and Skylar Gisando's Jimmy Olsen. Jenkins is repped by Blue Marble. We don't care about that. So, Booster Gold is officially moving to pilot. Thank you. Thank you, comic nerd Jesus. Booster Gold should be a coffee. I need to talk to Dan Madsen and Kyle. Why can't I say his last name? They own Pop Culture Coffee, and they're like, if you have ideas, send them my way. I'm going to tell them that. I'm taking it. It's mine. Good morning, Patricia. Never be sorry for being late. It's fine. Life happens. Loki says, perfect time to introduce Ted Gord and pretend Jaime Reyes didn't exist. I love Jaime. Be quiet. But yes, introduce Ted Gord. They're the 2 best friends that ever were. Glenn Powell is on my list for Fancast of Booster Gold, but I've also recently been keen to the idea of a couple other actors. One being this little guy, Alexander Ludwig. He was Björn Ironside on Vikings. He was on Heels. I think he would be an amazing Booster Gold. I think it would be fantastic. Good morning, Real Anarchy. I showed your post, and I also showed my Spotify where I could not find the podcast at all. It's gone. Weird, right? But this is now my official number 1 fan cast for Booster Gold, Alexander Ludwig. And also Joe Keery. Joe Keery would be good too from Stranger Things. And I'm going to remove that. Whoops. Sorry. And I do have an image of Glenn Powell. Billy Magnuson would be great too. He would. But my number 1, Alexander Ludwig. Billy Magnuson. I'm going to have to do one of those and see how he looks. But yeah. So there you have it on the Booster Gold news. James Gunn is also working on, let's see, the Waller series. Let me pull that up for you guys. Waller is one of the longest gestating DCU TV series, announced alongside the new DC universe in January 2022. The HBO series will center on Viola Davis's Amanda Waller, as seen in Suicide Squad films, as she oversees, and Peacemaker, she was seen in Peacemaker, as she oversees Argus, a government agency that uses metahumans for its own purposes. Real Anarchy says Glenn Powell has too much star power to play Booster Gold. And he probably wouldn't be interested at all. He doesn't want to do that kind of stuff. So, Alexander Ludwig or Billy Magnuson. That's a great one. It really is. Really is a great one. The series has been confirmed to still be in development. Waller is still in development. It seems to be taking longer than one would have expected, but Gunn has confirmed it is still in development. I was able to pull it up on Production List. It's the Film and Television Industry Alliance, productionlist.com. It is still in production. I could not find Paradise Lost, which is the next one that's still in development. I couldn't find that one, but I could find Booster Gold and Waller. That's still there. Paradise Lost, another project still in development at DC Studios that was part of the DCU's first batch of announcements, is Paradise Lost. The HBO series is said to be a Game of Thrones-esque epic set in Wonder Woman's home nation at Themyscira. My gosh. Themyscira, decades before the iconic DC hero pops up on the DCU radar. Paradise Lost is still happening, despite recent developments surrounding a full-on Wonder Woman movie gaining momentum within the DC studio ranks. And Paradise Lost is based off of one of my absolute favorite Wonder Woman comics of all time, and that's Wonder Woman Historia. If you have not read that comic book, you need to. The story is incredible. The artwork is just absolutely stunning and mind-blowing. Like, I kind of want to just get stoned and flip through that book. It's so beautiful. So check out Wonder Woman Historia. That's what Paradise Lost is based on. It's an excellent, excellent decision. Good decision. This is definitely one of my most hyped projects. I really want to see this. And the fact that they want to do it like Game of Thrones, that's a fantastic idea. Fantastic. Jaden Bird says, Zac Efron is my top choice for Booster Gold. Interesting. I see the vision. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I see the vision. Yeah, that's an interesting choice. But yeah, Paradise Lost. Wonder Woman Historia. Definitely check that out. Fantastic. I can't say enough good things about Wonder Woman Historia. I've read it 4 or 5 times at this point. I might go read it some more. I'm going to have to. But it's all about how the Amazons came into being and the events that led up to Diana's birth. It doesn't technically have Wonder Woman in it, but it is kind of the prologue to Wonder Woman's origin. Fantastic. I mean, just fascinating, intriguing, engrossing, excellent world building. Again, check it out. But there you have it. Paradise Lost, Waller, and Booster Gold, all still in development. Booster Gold has had a pilot ordered. We don't know that much about Waller and Paradise Lost other than they are still in development. Maybe we will hear some more about it Saturday night when DCU's television panel takes the stage. I mean, it's Peacemaker too, but really it's the television panel. So Jaden says, I'm hoping they will cast Adria Arjona as Wonder Woman. I think they are. I've said that for some time. She is officially in talks. So any moment now, really, we're going to hear something. Real Anarchy, Dave Franco for Booster Gold. He's on that is, I see the vision. That's a good one. That's a good choice. I think Alexander is still my top now. I mean, look at him. Just look at him. But Dave Franco, man, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I did not see that coming. Oh my gosh. Remove. Add to stage. Thank you, computer. Sean William Scott's too old. He would have been my choice like 20 years ago. But unfortunately, he's too old. He would have been great. He would have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. But my vote is for Alexander Ludwig, Billy Magnuson. I mean, even Dave Franco. That is a great choice. Great choice. You guys have some amazing fan casts. Like, you guys are good at this. Let's call James Gunn. Let's just get him on the phone. Let's call James Gunn, get him on the phone. Like, hey, hi, Gunner. Yeah. What's up, buddy? That's right. It's Danny. No, I haven't been to Wash Avenue in a while, but hey, next time, let's meet up. By the way, I've got this chat going and we've got some ideas for Booster Gold. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll email it to you. No problem. But let me just, I know you're so excited, but I need you to calm down. Just, can you let me finish? So my choice is Alexander Ludwig. Right. Uh-huh. Okay. Another one. Truth said Billy Magnuson. Yeah. Truth, he says hi. Gunn says hi. Billy Magnuson. Yeah, I know. That's a really good choice. And also Real Anarchy. I know you should definitely subscribe to his channel. Yeah, check him out. He's going to do that. Real. He says, nice to meet you. Real Anarchy says Dave Franco. I know, right? I didn't think of that either. Okay, so mull those over and get back to me, okay? All right. Yeah. Do me a favor. Stop taking the phone into the bathroom with you when you take a shit. You're causing problems. You just causing problems. Not very good at it. I know you can't help yourself. Read the back of a shampoo bottle like everyone else does when they don't take their phone. Read the back of a shampoo bottle. It's not that hard. All right. I really have to go. You're getting super chatty. Goodbye. Oh my God. Like, just the worst. Ugh. But he's so excited. He's so excited. Thank you. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about any of our topics today, leave it in the chat below. We are wrapping this up. If you would like to help support the channel, thank you. I'm desperate. I need it. Guys, we are 100 subscribers away from 6,000 subscribers. I know, right? Seriously. I hit 5,000 subscribers 2 weeks ago. And we're almost to 6,000. That's insane. Also, we are now only 400 hours away from our first goal of 3,000 watch hours. 400. So remember, we are doing the giveaway, a big giveaway. If you guys can get us to 3,000 watch hours soon, I'm going to do a drawing. And one lucky subscriber is going to win themselves an official custom designed comics and hoodie. So keep those playlists going. Keep the videos going. Make sure you leave comments, like, subscribe if you're new, ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy nonsense, and share it with your friends. And introduce them to something new, something they might be intrigued by. But it is the easiest and freest way to help support the channel. All it costs is like 2 seconds of your time. I swear. If you would like to help support the channel in other ways, pardon me, I'm so sorry. If you would like to help support the channel in other ways, thank you so much. Again, because we're doing this giveaway for watch hours, I mean, the reason why is because we're not monetized yet, which is crazy to think. I'm 100 subscribers away from 6,000 subscribers and we're still not monetized. So if you want to help support the channel like Patricia, Gary, Kino, Nick, and Will have in the past, all you have to do is scan that QR code right there. You see it? It takes you to buymeacoffee.com/comics@MUA, and you can tip me as little or as much as you like to help pay for software and equipment and luxury spa treatments. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. But seriously, the proceeds go to help pay for my StreamYard software, for my Adobe software, for licensing, etc. My ability to go live on Twitter, all of that costs money. And so far, I'm not getting paid to do it technically. So if you want to help out, there's one way to do it. There's also Cash App. All of these links are in the description below. So there's Cash App, $DanielleSoncasie. There's also the official Nerdling Army over at patreon.com/comics. And we have outtakes. We have extras. We have early access. We have exclusive chat rooms, the official Nerdling Army chat, the Ask Me Anything chat, the request line, all exclusive to the Nerdling Army. There's also the exclusive Nerdling Army merch, which you get every 3 months for the first year of your membership. Your merch corresponds directly to your tier, aka rank in the Nerdling Army. You get your own official rank and insignia on your merch, and I will refer to you by your rank in the chat. Also, if you are Nerdling first class or higher, you instantly become a moderator for the channel. Also, your name goes in the credits. All members of the Nerdling Army, their name goes in the credits at the end of every single comics and video. And substantial donors who are not part of the Nerdling Army still get a special thanks. So check that out, patreon.com/comics. And today we also have a merch store, comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Check that out. There are over 50 something designs, all created by yours truly on pretty much any product imaginable. So if you want a t-shirt, a hat, a mug, a koozie, a bath towel, go to comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com today. I'm also an affiliate for several different companies, including leashboss.com. If you have a dog and you want to save 15%, check out Leash Boss. My link is in the description. Also, Zenny Optical. If you need sunglasses, reading glasses, any glasses, go to Zenny Optical. I'll save you 10%. Cora's Vault for all your collectible superhero needs. CorasVault.com/comics and use the code comics and for 10% off. I'm also an affiliate for TikTok and for CapCut. Also, it's all on the website, comicsand.squarespace.com. All my reviews, updates, links, galleries, everything. It's right there on squarespace.com, comicsand.squarespace.com. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. That's right. We are a collective, a family, if you will, of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you nerds. So if you like this podcast, chances are you will enjoy more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer. So check out red5.bio.link today for more of your Red 5 family. But that's all I got. That's all. Let's check this chat. Yeah. Oh, Red 5 family. That's right, buddy. Lots of hearts. Fernando, Lanterns is going to be way better than the Penguin. I have hope. I love Green Lantern. John Stewart is my dude. So I'm very, very excited for Lanterns. Absolutely excited. Hashtag powered by Red 5. It's right there. Says it right there. Yeah. I say if you are a continual contributor, I will give you a contributing producer credit. How about that? Kina is a contributing producer. Yes. So check that out. Check that out. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm off to go see Fantastic Four First Steps. So be kind to one another. Stay safe out there. Okay. Look out for trolls. And keep your eyes peeled. Because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you.